Welcome, I'm Jerry, and in this video I will be staying at an overwater villa at a 5-star hotel that costs more than $1,000 a night in the Maldives. I've booked 2 rooms for 4 nights each for me and my family, and we will be spending Christmas there. Let's go. Yeah.
Warm welcome to the hotel.
First thing after getting out of the airport is we have someone helping us with the check-in to the seaplane.
We're going to the lounge.
Great. And I'm actually the only guest in this car, so I have the whole thing to myself. The hotel I'm staying at is actually on its own island, which is why after my flight I had to take a seaplane. But I've never been on one of these before, so I'm pretty excited actually. And Denny is taking me now to the lounge while I wait the 50 or so minutes for it. Oh, it's very empty. I have to say, after all the craziness the last like 20 to 30 hours getting here, being able to sit in a lounge and just know that someone's gonna come get me when it's time to get on my plane is pretty nice. This will be my first time ever staying in an overwater villa that the Maldives are so famous for. The reason they can build these here is because the whole nation is on top of a set of atolls, which means that the water stays super shallow even a long distance from the beach. You can even see from the plane ride just how beautiful these atolls are. At this hotel, they actually have a host that you can interact with for all of your needs during your stay. And as soon as we got off from the seaplane, all of our hosts came to help us. The hotel manager also welcomed us to the resort, and they gave us cold towels and a warm drink. We're now on a little buggy and going for a tour of the island. Alright, so to save you guys some time, I'll speed up the tour a little bit. First up is the water sports center that you can get snorkeling equipment from. Right next to that is Pibati, an Italian restaurant. Then there is a little paddle court, and after that is the main reception area. We're actually checking in directly in our villa, and I can WhatsApp my host for pretty much everything, so there's really not much need to visit it. But they do have a nearby library, which doubles also as a lounge, and a number of games like chess or table tennis. Alright, and next up is the main part of the island, which has the pool, the main restaurant called Sea Salt, as well as a bar and shop. I don't know if you can tell yet, but they definitely have some eco-brutalist kind of architecture going on with a mix of some Japanese wooden accents, which I actually think looks pretty cool. The trip next takes us through a long stretch of villas before stopping at the spa and fitness center, and just past that is a spice garden. On the other end of the island, they also have a Japanese restaurant called Umami, as well as a yakitori bar. And finally, at the very tip of the island, we have the jetty with all of the overwater villas. Alright, now that we're done with the resort tour, let's take a look at the villa. So this whole thing is ours. And here is the front door. There's some umbrellas, very nice. You can see this part that we're about to enter is just the living room. There's some like various, just amenities and bar things, some paperwork. They have some fascinating ceramics and sculptures, a couple of welcome snacks, and wow, the private pool. I have to say, after so many hours getting here, I am very excited to use that pool. Next up, we have the separate bedroom. So this is where we'll be sleeping. It's actually, I don't know how it looks on camera, but it is actually a very spacious feeling. So very excited for that. And then let me show you guys the absolute coolest part of this villa. There is an outdoor bath, and just look at it. We have a bathtub here. We have a little garden set up. We have this shower. And this is where you wash up. Wow. Anyways, I'm very pleased with this room so far. It is exactly what I had expected. Okay, and before I forget, let me also show you guys the outside. Once I can get this door open. Oh! Okay, take two. Okay, there we go, got the door open. All right, so this is the outdoors. We have a little cabana set up. Is that what it's called, cabana? Pool chairs. We have, of course, the pool as well as the outdoor seating. We have yet more seating. We have a little private walkway and the ocean. Wow, the water is actually really, really light. Oh my goodness, I've actually never seen water like this color before. So this was the beach villa, but in 2 days, I am also going to one of the overwater villas. So I will also give you guys a quick tour of what that looks like. I'm very excited. Are you guys? Okay, so I just finished my shower and you guys won't believe how much of a clown I am. It turns out I forgot to pack my swimming trunks. So I guess I'll just need to buy one here at the resort. I really hope it doesn't cost too much money, but we'll find out. Yeah, $143. So it was $30 for the swim trunks, which honestly not as bad as I was expecting. We can do a mini review of their in-room dining while I'm still waiting for the rest of my family to get here. This is the club sandwich. It's really thick, wow. This was $28, I think, before tip and tax. Pretty good, actually. A bit expensive, but the taste, not too bad. And this is a pretty high-end hotel, so gotta expect that they upcharge you for many things. All right, so it's about 5:30. The rest of my family are now here, and me and my brother are about to go to a happy hour. But sadly, it is, I believe, outdoors, and it is currently a little bit raining, so I'm not sure if I can actually film here. It turns out it was actually indoors. So here's some pictures and a video of what it looked like inside the yakitori bar, as well as the beach outside and the drinks and small bites that we got. We also did a light dinner afterwards at Sea Salt. That was just okay. All right, so now it's day 2, and it is actually the ass crack of dawn right now. Last night, wow, so we went to the happy hour, and wow, the drinks just did not stop flowing. And so I had like, I don't know, 4 or 5 cocktails that night. And when I got home after eating dinner, I literally just like passed the fuck out. But since I am up, might as well get ready and visit the beach. They have these really interesting toothpaste tablets. Apparently, you're supposed to chew on it. Interesting, okay, that's an interesting taste. All right, this is what it looks like in the morning. It is actually slightly, ever so slightly raining, so I probably won't film too much, but let's go to the beach and check it out. Oh wow, it is like really, really close. The water, wow. And there's also, as far as I can tell, nobody whatsoever on this beach. It's really quite nice. Okay, I have to say, the water is a bit chillier than I imagined. So now it's breakfast time with my brother Jeff. Breakfast actually has both a menu you can order from as well as a whole buffet spread. I'll show you guys properly on the last day what we got when we know what the good stuff is. But for now, you can see the spread. It just has so much stuff. They have juices. There's the station where you can make things to order. And you can see they have pastries and salad ingredients, as well as a ton of different fruits. They have a yogurt spread, deli meats, smoked fish, and a number of hot dishes too. Afterwards, we also played a bit of pool. Alright, so now it's the afternoon, and we are on our way to check out the main pool area of the resort. Guess what we're up to? That's right, day drinking. Cheers. Alright, so it was raining just a couple minutes ago. So came back to the villa. Thought it'd be a good time for a nice little midday soak. I have to say, this tub is actually quite big. We are going to get lunch. Margarita pizza is cheese pizza with 4 things of basil.
It is a lot of cheese indeed.
The pasta was actually quite good. The seafood was actually quite tender. The sun has fully set, so now we're on our way to get dinner. We're getting teppanyaki tonight. If you're wondering why I went straight from lunch to dinner, it's because in between I took a big fat nap. Anyways, they showed us all the ingredients before the meal began, and we started it with a hamachi sushi that's been flambéed. He then started searing some scallop on the grill and made a Hokkaido scallop dish with some caviar. That was followed by a soup with Chilean sea bass. After that, we had our main dish, which was made from Wagyu beef from Dejima and king prawn. And then finally, our dessert was this brownie and ice cream dish. I have to say, overall, it was indeed quite a delicious meal. Alright, get ready with me for day 3. We have some of the Christmas activities starting today, and we'll also be going this afternoon to the Overwater Villa. Alright, we're now on our way finally to go to the Overwater Villa. Very excited, let's check it out. We are actually going to the very end of this pier because the villa that we got is at the very, very end. Alright, so this is the Overwater Villa. On the outside, it's like this giant concrete kind of building. Let's take a look inside. Okay. So the living room and bedroom are one single room this time. Wow, look at that. That is a view. You get the whole open ocean. That's the only thing that you see, plus that one little orange buoy out there. The pool is the same as the beach villa. Now let's take a look at the bathroom. The bathroom. So the bathroom is not really that different other than the fact that it's obviously now completely indoors. But all the kind of the fixtures and things are the same. You have the bathtub, you have the same rain head, but yeah, it's just completely indoors now. And there is this little net thing. And very sadly, it is raining a little bit, but this is what it looks like outside. This net is such a vibe. Loving it. You can really just see the ocean below you. It's really not that deep either. It's still like maybe at most like, actually I can't really tell from here. Bring you guys down so you can see. Really beautiful view. You can see some of the other overwater villas, the nets, and just a shit ton of ocean. Dang. And you can see how clearly the color changes from the light blue to the darker blue further out. The darker blue means that it's a lot deeper. It's where the reef ends. Alright, we're gonna head over to play some paddle with my brother. We just finished playing paddle. I have to say, I feel like I'm getting heat stroke. What about you, Jeff?
Yeah. Almost got a heat stroke.
We only played the one set. Time for a quick soak in the pool. Alright, I think now is the perfect time for a nice midday bath before we see some dolphins. Just look at the views. The dolphin cruise was on this big wooden boat that a bunch of us all got on, and we just sailed for about 2 hours into the ocean. It was a really nice chill time and we got to see multiple dolphins, but sadly they weren't very visible on camera. They're hosting a little Christmas tree lighting event with cocktails, so we're about to head there now. Oh, it's very pretty. Wow, they've really lit up all the trees. Quite the festive vibe. There's already quite a lot of people here. They got a selection of different hors d'oeuvres. Alright, drink one of the night. Yeah. I would love one, yeah. What are they?
Which one would you like?
Let's do the alcohol one.
Very nice.
Alright, now let's drink 2 of the day. Alright, let's try this one. What about it makes it White Lotus vibes?
Tiny resort. I feel like I recognize everyone's faces.
Can I snag another plate off of you?
Certainly.
Alright, now I got drink number 3 of the day. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Drink number 4 is coming up. Now, after the carols, they have a special Christmas Eve dinner set up. That is a prefix menu at Sea Salt. So this is the special $95 buffet menu that they have. You can see some of the things that you can just grab. A number of other things. Some of those seem like they're pretty similar to breakfast. As well as quite a number of hot dishes. We also have some fish, some sashimi. We have some pasta dishes, as well as whatever this is, some lamb chops and other things. A lot of really big fish, wow. And some more sashimi. Alright, let's start with the sashimi. Next they have this kind of like ceviche. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Could use a bit more saltiness, but otherwise pretty good. It's pretty good, but I've had better. Very tender though. On second thought, this is a pretty good lamb chop. Alright, welcome to day 4. I just got back from one of those morning workout classes. It was actually not a very large class, it was me and only one other person. But yeah, I don't know what I'll be doing today actually, but stay tuned and we'll find out together. it turns out mostly just went around the resort, walked around the beach, took some dips in the pool today. Nothing crazy. We were planning, we being my family, were planning to do a little snorkeling activity that the resort offers, but it turns out we got the time wrong for that, so we missed it. Instead, just going to probably do some of our own snorkeling later in the day, and I'm headed now back to the pool after refreshing my sunscreen in my room. Alright, next up we're gonna go to one of the resort's more curated activities, which is a Maldivian cooking demonstration. We got our snorkeling gear, we got the life jacket. Time to do some snorkeling. I won't be able to show you guys what it looks like under the water though, unfortunately. You just have to trust me that it's beautiful. Alright, we just wrapped up our snorkeling and time to head to some evening yoga. Jeffrey, among the overwater and the beach villas, which one did you like more?
Probably overwater.
Why?
Just cooler scenery. It's cool to have like an infinity pool over the edge.
There's the yoga. We finally found it. Alright, so it's the very last day of our trip and we don't have too much time today, just basically getting some breakfast. I walked around the resort a bit earlier today before we head off on the seaplane that's scheduled for just before 9 a.m. Any departing thoughts, Jeff?
We'll definitely have to come back and go to a resort with better coral reefs and do some more scuba diving.
Good morning. Table for two. Thank you so much. Crab and chocolate. Alright, let me show you the massive spread of things we got from the buffet in order. First, this is my plate from the buffet. We ordered a beef noodle soup. I got a bowl with a bunch of fruits. There's also some grapes down there that you can't see. We got a crab and shrimp omelet, which is actually one of my favorite menu items. There's that sambal oleg that my brother got. Oh, here's also a juice. We got some tea. That is our special of the day. It's another egg dish, a fried rice, and then some of the things my brother got. Crab and prawn omelet. Alright, the flight is now arriving to pick us up, so I'll see you guys.